Germany, like the rest of the Western world, has had its culture gutted out, and in that vacuum, the mad wokeness which now infects the whole Western world has taken root. But it's even worse in Germany. They have a severe paranoia after World War II, so anything that could even risk offending a minority to them is taken extremely seriously. Enter a regional AfD leader named Marie-Therese Kaiser. She's got in trouble recently for apparently incitement for hatred. Kaiser apparently made the quip on social media that by accepting thousands of Afghani refugees, that Germany was welcoming quote-unquote a culture for gang rape. Now, it's put very bluntly, but when she made this statement, she also linked a news article which itself linked to statistics from the German government themselves stating that Afghanis were overrepresented in the rape statistics. So we're now in the absurd position where a woman has been charged by the state simply for repeating their own statistics. This is so bonkers that even Elon Musk had to tweet, "Are you saying the fine was for repeating accurate government statistics? Was there anything inaccurate in what she said?" Exactly. Whatever you may think of the AfD or Miss Kaiser yourself is irrelevant. People should be allowed to quote government statistics directly without being arrested and charged, and then on top of that fined €6,000. All of this points towards the mad state that the Western world finds itself in, where the truth has to bow to the knee of potentially offending someone. Even if the people aren't offended themselves, there'll be some liberal blue-haired progressive who'll be offended on their behalf. Yet despite the powers that be trying to shut down anybody who talks about anything they don't like so they can enforce their liberal authoritarian worldview, I think it may be starting to backfire. What I mean by this is whether it's in Germany, France or the UK, the average citizen is getting sick and tired of these stories being buried and people being yelled at simply for repeating facts. We had this in the UK over the grooming gangs where everybody was forced into silence by the fear of being called a racist. It's getting pretty distasteful that we have a ruling elite that will sacrifice women's safety, even children's safety, for their multiculti liberal project. Yet every time the people voice their concerns and try and make themselves heard, the power structure just doubles down. You have more mass immigration, more shaming, more propaganda in the media. And while they force all of this, they'll constantly harp on about a supposed far right that's rising, when really it's them agitating the average person, moving them away from the safe standard of living they had only 10-20 years ago. This seems to me to be ripping Europe apart, and eventually it's going to lead to some sort of civil war type situation if they don't rein in their behaviour. However, these are just my thoughts. Do let me know what you think down below, and do consider subscribing to the channel.